entity is the same as organization. Number two, as it is mandated to purchase the needed raw materials, it must ensure that it purchases the needed raw materials at a fair price. So achieving the best possible price. Number three, paperwork and accounting, all payments, paperwork, preparing the paperwork, how to proceed, procurement plans, then accounting is also done by the purchasing department. Then the last one I've said, purchasing department is also mandated to be compliant with the business protocols, with the organization's policies, etc. Let us look at another topic, another important topic. The topic I'm discussing, we are still on introduction, members. We are still on introduction on the first concept of purchasing. We haven't started the specification and other topics. We are still on the concept of purchasing. So members, let us now go to the key roles and responsibilities of the purchasing manager. We are looking at the functions of the purchasing department as a whole. Now we are going to be specific because there is a purchasing manager and then we have the purchasing department, but specifically there is a purchasing manager. And that manages the person responsible to ensure that all the products that are needed are purchased and also organize the team. Now let us specifically look at the rules of the purchasing manager, not the whole department as we are seeing. Let us look at the first one. The first role of the purchasing manager is supply evaluation. Supplier evaluation. Now, supplier evaluation means before you purchase, you must evaluate suppliers. Because suppliers will be many. All of them intending to supply you with the needed products, with the needed services, goods and services. But you will not purchase from all of them. You have to evaluate and you see whether the supplier you are going to purchase from is worth it. Does he qualify? You look at the quality, you look at the price of his item, and you only purchase from the supplier that qualifies. Because not every supplier has the qualities you need. So the first function of a purchasing manager is supply evaluation. Evaluate the suppliers and buy from the supplier who offers the product at the best price, the product of high quality. Number two, interviewing vendors. Interviewing vendors, and I've told you that suppliers can also be called vendors. Also, a procurement, a purchasing manager interviews the vendors to learn more about their products and services, to make sure that the evaluation he has made on the vendors is correct and comprehensive. So you interview them, see whether what you have run, the research you have made about them is right. You carry out interviews. Number three, visiting supplier plants and distribution centers. Now you visit their plants and the centers to see whether they are working efficiently to the company's demands, to look at the conditions of manufacturing, storing, and shipping conditions, whether they are appropriate. And there is no way you will get first-hand information without visiting these suppliers and distribution centers. By visiting them, you are trying to get first-hand information before zeroing on one supplier to actually avail you with the needed goods and services. Number three, attending trade shows, conferences, and meetings. A purchasing manager is always in constant learning process, as it is a must or mandatory to be up to date with the latest products and supplier conditions of the market and the emerging trends. Emerging trends meaning latest information and You have to attend trade shows, conferences, and meetings, acquire such knowledge. Next, an rolling analysis of price proposals and the financial reports of the company. The company will always want to obtain the best price for each acquisition. So it is the duty of the purchasing manager to analyze the price proposals of suppliers and the financial reports of the company before negotiating the best price. Then negotiation of the various contracts. As a purchasing manager should negotiate so that he gets the best contract, the best agreement, the best deal for the company. Therefore, a purchasing manager, good purchasing manager should be having skills of negotiation. Another role of the purchasing manager, collaboration with the staff members for meeting the standards. The staff members should be trained concerning the acceptable quality of the received goods, how to determine defective or unacceptable goods, and what actions to take in such cases. Therefore, a purchasing manager is charged with the preparation when it comes to such knowledge. The purchasing manager is also entrusted with monitoring and evaluation of rolling contracts. Once a contract is signed, then the purchasing manager should keep an eye on it to make sure that the vendors will respect their part of the contract. And when needed, he should make the required adjustments to the existing contract. If at all it is seen that the contract was not made in a proper way, then the purchasing manager makes contracts before it is being signed to avoid future problems. Then maintaining and reviewing records of the both items. The purchasing manager has to be aware of the items that have been purchased. Then he has to have update inventories or stock at hand, plus detailed information about the product's prices, performance, and delivery. Members, I invite a question or questions at this time. If there's any question, members, you are free to ask. And I've sent the coursework to be done and submitted after 2 weeks. And submission should be online using the email that I shared with you on the WhatsApp group. I wish you the best. Good day. We meet next time.